Hello there, everybody. Just a quick update before we get into the videos. We are holding steady at 55% of the apprenticeship paid off. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your support. And now on to your forecasts. Hello there, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of February 6th through the 12th. What we have coming up for you on Monday, Taurus. Seven of Clubs in reverse. Seven of Clubs in reverse just means that you have set up boundaries with somebody or in some situation, and somebody is trying to see, are you serious about those boundaries? Did you really mean what you said? Because we think we can just pretend you didn't say anything about them at all and just move forward. That's what they're thinking. It's going to be up to you whether you let them get away with that or not, but heads up, it's coming. All right, so let's look at Tuesday. Nine of Cups showing up in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. What is this for you guys, Taurus? The only thing I'm really hearing on this is three words. Celebration gone awry. Okay, so as I'm trying to pick around and feel around and pick up, I feel like there could be some kind of something that you're happy about or that you're celebrating about, whether it's an official celebration or just something where you're kind of goofing around with your friends and being happy about it. But during that celebratory period, I think it's going to be really tempting to sort of cross the line in some way, to sort of take things a little bit too far in some way. So you just want to be aware, be careful, make sure that you are making logical choices about things that you should or shouldn't be doing in your happiness. Let your happiness remain happiness. Don't turn it into something that later on you're going to regret that you did during the celebration. So, no recklessness. All right, so Taurus, let's look at Wednesday. Here we do have the Seven of Swords. Oh, gosh. Okay, Seven of Swords talks about picking up the pieces. I'm just feeling like this has to do with whatever it was that went awry during the celebration on Tuesday. So, guys, please just be careful. When you feel that celebration energy coming in, just remember moderation, moderation, moderation. Don't do anything really dramatic or really out there. Just be cool, okay? As my teenage friends used to say way back when I was a stepmom, just be cool. Don't overdo anything, because otherwise you're stuck Thursday picking up the pieces and trying to put things back together and fix whatever got broken, whether it's literally a piece of furniture that got broken or whether it's a relationship that got broken. Be cool so that you don't have to do that, okay? Now, I do want to say, first of all, Taurus, this is a general reading, so not everything that I see here is going to apply to every single Taurus. And secondly, that free will changes everything. So just because I see it, even if it applies to you right now, just because I see it doesn't mean that it has to actually come up the way that I see it. So you have free will. You can change things through your own choices. All right, let's look at Thursday. Thursday. Okay, so Thursday you've got the Six of Cups showing up here. The Six of Cups showing up is telling me that you are having some kind of memories from the past that don't feel so great. In fact, they may have you going, I'm glad I'm not living in that situation anymore. Okay, so that's what we have coming up Thursday. We have something really interesting coming up Friday, which kind of makes me wonder if it's not tied to that Six of Cups in reverse on Thursday. Sometimes when we have these memories from before that aren't so hot, it's because somebody from our past shows up and kind of triggers those memories. Maybe they send us an email or a text out of the blue or whatever. Now, what we have showing up on Friday, though, is pretty cool news. You've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse just means that there's something going on where you're getting some healing for some kind of heartache. Okay, so this, I've actually seen this come up very literally as somebody recovering from heart surgery before. Normally, I don't see it coming that literally, though. Typically, this is somebody Maybe you didn't have closure in a situation and now you're getting that closure. Or maybe there's some kind of rift between you and a really good friend and you're getting a chance to really talk things over and understand why the things that happened the way they did, and really see that that person had no ill intentions. Maybe things just went terribly wrong. But anyway, something is happening here that is bringing healing to your heart. Maybe if you had an ex show up and ping you out of the blue on Thursday, maybe on Friday, you're actually getting together, maybe even against your own better judgment, to talk to this person and realizing that there were things that maybe you took personally that maybe were not really that personal. Maybe that person was just going through a heck of a hard time or something. All right. So healing for the heart on Friday. So in my experience, even when we have heartaches, the person who is giving us the heartache, if we want to look at it that way, if we want to take it that personally, is really just trying to do the best that they know how to do given their own tools and experience. Sometimes it seems kind of ludicrous that that's the best that they know how to do, but if you really got into their brain and their mind, it wouldn't seem so ludicrous after all. And so a lot of times this kind of card comes up because you start seeing more from their perspective. All right, so let's move on. I want to look at Saturday. Here we have the Ten of Swords showing up in reverse. Now the Ten of Swords in reverse, that's just telling me that something is not over. So something that you might have thought was done and gone and over, now it's coming back. Usually it's some kind of situation where there was arguments, there were resentments, there were grudges, there were just, maybe it was all out fighting. And you thought that that was settled, that it was over and it was done and it was gone. When the Ten of Swords comes back up like this, it's like that thing is resurfacing. That whole argument is resurfacing. It's coming back to life again. So that's what we have coming up on Saturday for you, Taurus. And then Sunday, we have the Star card. I like the Star card. The Star card, to me, I got to tell you, it's kind of implying that this Ten of Swords yesterday, where this whole thing resurfaced, I think that you settle it. And I think you settle it finally once and for all. And I think that Saturday, you may be feeling a little bit not so stable on your feet after you've got it settled. But on Sunday with the Star card, you're feeling good. You're knowing that what you did was the right thing, and you're feeling good. You're feeling in touch. You've got your mission and your purpose, and you are on track and on plan. You know, there's not confusion going on here. Whenever the Star card comes up, there's not confusion. There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of just insight. There's a lot of deliberate action coming on with the Star card because there's a very clear focus point or objective or goal. So I like seeing that Star card come up. To me, this is like saying, okay, we cleared the air with this Ten of Swords in reverse. We got rid of any last little vestiges of negative energy there. And now we are sweeping the house out and we are dealing with, we're moving on to something better now. That's basically how I take that. So it looks like you guys have, you know, some kind of continuous story actually going on through the week. You may have kind of this thing with this X showing up as a major theme for the week. For some of you it will be. For others of you, some of these things are going to be not so related to each other, and so it won't be really a theme there. It'll just be different things going on having to do with different things every day. But for a lot of you, this is really a theme, Taurus. And kind of unusual. I usually don't see a theme that runs like 5 days out of a week when I read this stuff. But anyway, there it is. That's your week, Taurus. Thank you so much for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. I hope to see some of you back here next week, for, I should say this week, by the time you see this, for readings, for Reiki sessions, either one or both. And the rest of you, I'll see back here on the next video. Everyone have a fantastic week. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be um, able to do Reiki for themselves. And I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master Program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master Program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program, and so that's where you guys come in. Um, what I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. um, but if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small. So there's the corrected version of that. Um, and actually, I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house or we would not have to meet in person. Just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have worked on energetically, and also to touch base after it's done just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate. and I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you, thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.